of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Elbow shot. Count that bucket.
You know, Giannis wants to get a few steps closer, but he's worked really hard to make this mid-range shot more consistent.
White the pass to Haynes. Out to White. That one good for two.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Haynes covered by Giannis. Over to the left wing. And the rejection by Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. White, good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Down low, here's Bassey. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
Haynes, covered by Lillard, going inside, White, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Bassey. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court and laid in to finish the break.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Here's White. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night. The first free throw is good. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem. But PG can still rock that rim.
Outside, White. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. With the shot. Rebound, Brooklyn. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. So you credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Lillard, the pass to Bassey. George with the ball. And stolen by White. And White with the stuff.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis high post. 17 points in his last outing. A floater. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. Just a lovely touch on that little flaw from Antetokounmpo.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. George against White. Over George. White. Good. White's got 10 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And some changes here for the Bucks. Boston's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Damian Lillard. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Pass to Kennard. Giannis outside. Six to shoot. Here's Boston. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. And that one's good by Giannis.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
White against Anthony. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Haynes, Lopez covering. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of, oh my goodness! Come on now.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And Lillard kicks to Kennard. Lopez, a screen on White. Kennard for three. No good that time. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball up out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Damian Lillard. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Boston in at the small forward. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The shot's good from Lopez.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
White drives in.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Milwaukee making a switch here. George is checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
First team foul.
Lillard left side. Inside. Pass to Boston. Shot clock at 5. Back to Lopez. Off target at the rim.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
White, good.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And coach has decided they need a moment. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Bucks. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Well, right now for Brooklyn, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Milwaukee with the ball. They trailed by 1. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Lopez outside. No good on the 3. Brooklyn's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. White goes in, banked in off the glass. And it's a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Lillard outside. Outside, George from deep three-point territory. The Warriors pull it in. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
White. Kuzma pulls it in.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
A shot by Lillard, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Haynes, covered by Lillard. Here's Haynes. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 14 points for him.
The only way he was getting to the hoop.
Operations. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony comes in for Lillard. Antetokounmpo passes to George. And they call an illegal screen here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Friday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the Suns matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Clock at 6. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Back to George. Screen by Giannis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Puts it up from 15. Out to the wing. Power down with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Anthony kicks to Kuzma. Kicked by Anthony. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Anthony. Fires the three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Anthony against White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And he's experiencing a very cold stretch of shooting over the past 5 games. His field goal percentage has suffered. He's been much more tentative, playing with doubt instead of confidence.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony. Trains the three-pointer.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
There's the lob Antetokounmpo. There's the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. He lobs it up. Paul George with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
A perennial all-defensive pick. George's quick hands create a lot of transition opportunities.
And White with the stuff.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 4. And now let's...
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were. And now, not a bad time. And that is a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Warriors leading by 4. So for Brooklyn now. Here's Haynes. The 3. Good on the triple. He's got 5.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's White. And it's sent back by George.
Timed it beautifully, and George able to send it back with authority.
Another shot, and there's the nice layup by White. White's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Basket good.
Yeah, he earned that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. It sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Bessie. And it's good. 2 points. Bessie's got 6.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Here's White. Over to the wing.
Oh, man!
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Save that one. Tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
And here's George for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Bassie, the pass to George. Antetokounmpo kicks to Anthony. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 3 assists tonight. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Six on the shot clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Brooklyn shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. White inside, defended by George. White, good. White's got 4 this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
The shot by George, wide open. Hands it from downtown. George has got 13.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
4th and 2nd chance points. And they also show up in terms of defense. Top 5 in blocks. And that really just means their guys are getting after it and providing some great help defense.
And what their turnover ranking tells you is that they play mistake-free basketball. Being smart with the ball is at the top of their to-do list. And the Bucks making a change here. Boston's checked in. Here's Lillard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 13 points in the game.
Dame is money from the mid-range. He's done this so many times during his career.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Back to Lillard. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Shoots the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Haynes. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Bucks trail by 11. Pass to Boston. Screen by Giannis. To the paint. There's Giannis with the slam.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Back to White. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. Milwaukee making a switch here. Milwaukee's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Kennard setting the pick for Lillard. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And White with the stuff.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Lillard. 18 points for him. Kuzma outside. Lopez up top. The tray. And it's White with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Lillard from outside. The Warriors pull it in. At one point, they led by 16. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
For Brooklyn, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Here's Lillard. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. To halt the run. That shot off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And one quick.
Watch out below. Come on now. Throw it down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Haynes, Kennard covering.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. With the drive, count it.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
Here's White. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Kennard, the bounce pass. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers, and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the middle. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one drops for him. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Charles Bassey, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Giannis passes to Bassey, and it's blocked.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Taken away by Anthony. Right side, Antetokounmpo. There's the three. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his third assist on the night.
Giannis constantly working on that outside shot, and you can see he's made progress.
Tries from the block. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Lillard, the pass to Bassey. Back to Lillard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Haynes. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Lillard attacking. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Not so unusual to see Lillard scoring in bunches like this, but he's on fire here.
Here's Haynes. Oh,
man.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
And Doc Rivers is critical now. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. White, bounce pass. And he jams it with authority.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Haynes. That one falls. 33 points for him.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once again, they're going to come out on top in this series. 3 straight victories in as many games on the season against this team. They've done a great job of just playing their best when it mattered most against the Bucks.
And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Kennard. Pass to Boston. The kick out to Lopez. Brogdon outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the Bucks miss again. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge,